Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Hanmant. This video is only for educational purpose and this is a view on HDFC Life for the week of 6th September 2021. As per my view, this particular stock HDFC Life has strength to make a new high in the coming days, and here in a very small time frame of 15 minutes we could see that this particular stock is in a bit sideways range in the last session and it is just below the 15-day moving average. And if we consider its past movement in the last 1 week, we could see that it is making a high very slowly, and here we could understand that this particular stock very recently had nearly made a new high, right? This particular one, it has made a new high and covered around 7% within the day. And so this particular stock, as it is in very smaller time frame also, it is above 200-day moving average, though it is below the 50-day moving average. Let us see how it is moving in 1 hour time frame. In 1 hour time frame, we could see that this particular stock is trying to take support at this particular levels of 727, and now though it is in a sideways trend, we could understand that in higher time frame of daily, this particular stock has made a good high in the previous session, that is on 2nd September. Now I understand that this particular stock, it may take a little time, but surely it has high probability to make a good move in the upward direction. And during this particular process, it may even touch a level of 700 where it may take support in the coming days, but if it has to make a long journey, then it may take a best support levels so that the journey is achieved very easily. So now let us understand here how is its momentum in weekly time frame. In weekly time frame, for the last few months, let me say here from the month of January, it is in the same sideways zone of 730 to that of a lower band of 650. So it was in a range of 650 to 730. Now just it has come out of this particular range, though it is not appearing effectively that it is out of this particular range. We understand from this huge candles that it is about to give a good momentum, but it may even return back to some support levels during this phase, but surely it has a high probability that this particular stock can make a new highs in the coming days. So let us see what can be the probability to reach the higher levels. So now let us see here, in case if it comes down to this particular level, then it may take support at this particular level of 702, right? So this particular level, if it comes down, it may even test this particular levels of 702, and on the upper side it can reach a target of 835 to that of 850 levels. So now during this particular process, let us see what is the reward from this point. If it is the point of entry is 703, if the point of entry is 703, then the target would be around 19%, and if the point of entry is the current closing price, then the target can be around nearly 14%. So here we understand that this particular 19 to 25% is a very high target that it has to take up or it has to achieve. So it may take some time. So let us understand what is the point of stop loss need to be considered in this. Suppose let us consider from this current closing price of 734. If 734 is a closing price as per the current one, now it has to move around 12% on the upside, then it has to make a 12%, means let's see, if we consider the risk to reward to be around 1:3, we can consider here 4% as a risk on the downside. So here we can consider this particular point near about 702. But the point is that if you are going for a purchase on delivery basis, this stock need to be considered only purely on delivery basis. Then if it has to be considered on delivery basis, then don't invest the entire amount which you would like to invest it on this particular stock. Suppose if you would like to invest 100 rupees, then go with not more than 30 rupees initially, and if it comes down to a level of 702, then you can invest around the remaining 50% of the leftover 70, so that the best price you can get it at around 710, right. If it is at this particular level of point of entry on an average, then if we take up the stop loss, we need to consider the stop loss to be around these particular areas, right, of nearly 676. We can consider these particular levels to be as a stop loss near about these particular levels. Let me consider here 670 to that of 680 levels we can consider as the stop loss, right. So the point of average entry must be around 710 we can consider, right. So now here the stop loss, if it is around at 710, then let us consider here 4% as a risk. If the 4% is a risk, then the point of entry would be around 710. If 4% is the risk, then the point of entry would be around 710, and on an average if 710 or 715, 712 is the point of entry, then the target could be around 17.5% or 17% from this particular point. So friends, this is my view on HDFC Life, and it can make a good new highs in the coming days, and strictly we need to understand this stock need to be considered only on delivery basis, and it may, though it is at a point of 734, it may make a new highs directly, or it may take some pause and it may return back to some lower levels where it can test the levels of 702. If it tests the levels of 702, then that could be a best point to re-enter this particular stock. And we understand that even in lower time frame, we could understand that presently the stock is below this particular 50-day moving average in 15 minutes. Let us see this particular stock when it is coming very close to this 702 or 700 value, then that forms a best point to enter, and we can consider the stop loss around 683 could be the stop loss in this. And as it is a delivery basis, we can hold it for a period of near about 2 months, and those who are interested in holding for a period of more than 1.5 months can have a best probability to take up this particular stock, HDFC Life. Friends, this is my view on HDFC Life, and this particular stock can make a best move in the coming days. And if you like this information, please do subscribe, please do share and like my particular channel, and thank you.